Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello. My name's Jennifer, and I call myself the Frosted Maple here on YouTube, and yeah, this is just vlogging about my life, random things. So today I thought I'd share with you what I did on New Year's Eve. So on New Year's Eve, I do a yearly tarot reading for myself. I've done it every year since I was like 12 13, somewhere around there. So I am by no means a tarot expert. I kind of do my tarot readings, oracle readings, based on not only what the card says, but on a lot of intuition. Some of the cards can be interpreted in numerous ways, so that's why I tend to rely more on intuition and just kind of the basic general theme of the cards. So I thought I'd share with you what I did this year. So I typically do, I used to do a very complex read or layout when I was younger. However, I've just simplified things. So I do a 13 card spread, and I do it in a circle. So 12 cards around in a circle to represent the 12 months, and then a card in the center to represent the overall for the year. Now, how I pull it is I do the months first, and then I do the overall. I'll do another shuffling after I pull the 12 cards to pull out a card overall for the year, then I put that down. Now this year I've also done oracle cards, and the oracle cards I did in a seasonal pull or spread. So seasonal being I pull four cards for the 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. Yeah. So the cards I used, I will show you, and I'll also show you the spread and just briefly go through yeah, what the cards have shown me for the year and how I'm interpreting it. Now, if you know about tarot, or you're learning and you want to share with me what your thoughts are, or you just have an intuition about the tarot spread I'm going to show you, then by all means share it. So I'd love to hear it. Like I said, I don't know everything about the cards. I mainly go on intuition, with just kind of the cards guiding that intuition. So, all right, let's get to the spreads. So for my 2022 reading, I used this oracle deck, Whispers of Love. One, because I think self-love is important for everyone to have in their life. I think the longest relationship you will ever have in your life is the one that you have with yourself. So self-love is important. But also too, I was thinking I might look at dating again. I don't know. I've had some negative experiences with dating. So anyways, but I thought, you know what, I'm not getting any younger, and let's put some positive love stuff out there. So I use this deck for my seasonal draw. So the deck, I'll just show you a random card so you can see. So the image on the cover of the box is the image on the card, and so that's the artwork. And then this is, well, the cover artwork, and then this is the artwork of the card itself. So as you can see, this one is Demonstrate Love. So then it just gives a little blurb. Okay, so the cards I drew for the season. So for winter, I drew Be Authentic. Seems pretty straightforward, you know, be true to yourself, don't lie to yourself, be the real you. So this will be the first 3 months of the month of the year, 3 months of the month. That made no sense. 3 months of the year. So this will be, I mean, technically it's December, January, February. However, the way I'm setting it up is January, February, March. Okay, so be authentic. So for the spring, it's honesty is essential. So speak with love and truth. So this goes not only in your interactions with others, of course, it also is in your self-talk. So speak with love and truth to yourself. So if you have a little negative voice inside your head, and who knows, I might be developing a little bit of a negative voice in my head in the spring here, but this card is telling me, you know what, just honesty is essential, so be honest. For for summer, I've got act as if your partner is here. So whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they're already there. So, I mean, not to the point of delusion. Don't invent somebody, but, you know, do things that you would want to do with a partner. Set up your life so that way whoever you're attracting or hoping to attract can just walk on in and fill that space. So that will be in summer. And in fall, it's you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. So that's a very hopeful card. It's basically that if you want more, or if I want more love in my life, it's all up to me. So I am limitless is what I'll be telling myself during the fall there. So whatever's possible, it is possible. It's up to me. Okay, so that was my seasonal spread and pull. I don't know if anybody out there does a seasonal pull or spread, but yeah, that's what I do. So winter, spring, summer, and fall. Okay, so the deck I'm using for my 13 card pull is Heaven and Earth Tarot. Now, this is a deck I pull out for any time I want to get stuff done. I want to be proactive. There's actual stuff I want to work on. This is my working deck. It's the one that I don't use for daily pulls. I use it only for getting stuff done. So that is this deck, and I'll just show you what the cards look like. So the artwork on the back of the card, just this pattern. So little stars all over it. And this is what the artwork looks like. So the 8 of Swords, shortened force. All right, let me show you my spread. All right, I'm lifting this up as high as I can so I can hopefully get all the cards in. But this is my yearly spread. So at the very top, up here, where are we here? This is January. So then we have February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, where's our October, November, and December, and the overall for the year. So as you can see with the spread, I'll let you guys take a look. Pause the video if you'd like. If you want to look up any of this or figure any of it out, there you go. Like I said, if you want to give your interpretations down below, feel free. So, but let's zoom in for a closer look. Okay, so the first card here is the 2 of Pentacles. So harmonized change, or harmonious change, sorry. Then in February, I've got Judgment. March, I have 8 of Wands, so swiftness. April, I have the 4 of Wands, which is great strength. Then in May, I have the King of Pentacles. Then in June, which is my birth month, I have earned success. Then in July, I have despair and cruelty. So July is not looking like a positive month for me, but I don't know if I just partied too much in June, but I don't know what's happening. But yeah, that's the card I pulled. This was July. Then August, the Princess of Cups, otherwise known as the Page of Cups. September is the Queen of Wands. October is the Emperor. November is the King of Swords. And December is the Devil. Now, this is interesting. This card, sorry, actually, before I get into that. Okay, so the Devil. And my overall for the year is shortened force. So it is the 8 of Swords. So what's interesting about this card is it's talking about, restrictions. So we're talking, particularly with the viral situation we've been dealing with for the past couple of years, right? So restriction of movement, restriction of finances, restriction in various ways. It doesn't mean that somebody's going to kidnap you and tie you up. I mean, gosh, I hope not anyways. But this makes sense because this is, if I've budgeted correctly, this will be the year that I pay off my mortgage. Now, in order to achieve this goal of paying off my mortgage, I want it paid off in either October or November. So I'm aiming for October. I'd like my final payment to be Halloween, the end of October, because I do pay my mortgage weekly. So I'd like that paid off. I mean, if not, November would be okay. However, if I'm going to achieve that goal, I'm going to have to keep myself on a tight budget. I mean, I could pay my mortgage a little longer and therefore I probably wouldn't be going through this, but I'm thinking between the pandemic restrictions and the monetary restrictions, not to mention the fact that the cost of things at the grocery store is just going through the roof. So I have no doubt that I will have a year of some restrictions, just kind of always in the background, that background noise for the year. So this card makes sense. At least to me, it makes sense. Now, the Devil card was a good warning from the deck, and thank you very much, deck. As well as I had invited the spirits of my deceased grandparents to be with me during my reading. So thank you to my ancestors who attended the reading, because yeah, this card makes sense. So the Devil card isn't like, oh my gosh, like don't answer your door in December, the devil's going to be there. No, this is hedonistic stuff. You're overindulging, you're drinking too much, you're gambling too much, you're spending too much, you're doing everything way too much. And that makes sense, because if I do pay off my house in either November or October, then I can see myself going a little giddy and a little hog wild with the extra money, especially around Christmas. I might kind of spend too much on family and friends, go out too much, just basically way too much of a good time, resulting in some overindulgence and problems. So this is a message for me to not do that, okay? Because yeah, the temptation is going to be very high in December. You can see it. So that's the overall spread for the year. And I will show you in particular what I like about this deck and what I'm doing with this deck. So moving on to that. So the first card I pulled for January is the Two of Pentacles. So harmonious change. Now with the interpretation guide, this is what it is for the Two of Pentacles. Now it's rather long. If you want to pause it and read it, I mean, hopefully this is good enough quality for you to do that. But what I want to show you here is with this deck, it comes with not only the interpretation, but questions. So how do you deal with work-life balance? When do you feel tossed around like the ship in the cards? And if you didn't get a close enough look, in the background there is the ship being tossed around in the sea. And the last question is, what can you do to bring balance back into your life? So what I like to do is I work on a card each month. I work on, improvements in myself each month. So I write it out. And so for January, 2 of Pentacles. Now I put a little B in the corner because for the next 3 months, I'm working on being authentic. So I drew a little B and colored it there in the corner. And then what I did is I listed out the questions from the cards on my page. So I've got the first one here, second one, and the third one. So what I'm going to do is just, at least once a week, I'm going to do some shadow work or self work, whatever you want to refer to it as, by using these questions. So throughout the month, I will refer back to the card. I will reflect on the card. I will reflect on the meaning of the card and how it kind of resonates with me and the work that I need to do around that. So in this month of January, it's going to be work-life balance. So each week, I'll write a line or two under each question. So that way I can spend some time meditating, self-reflecting, and addressing the harmonious change that I will be going through in January. Okay, so that was my yearly tarot spread. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the decks. If not, sorry. I don't have a lot of decks. I do need to add to some of my decks because not every deck I have for particular readings speaks to me, because I find that when I do decide to do a reading, I'm looking for a particular deck, a particular feeling related to a deck. This year, it worked out. I have a lot of goals for this year. 2022, I'm getting a feeling in myself that 2022 is a year for preparation. Like, this is a year I need to get things, my financial stuff, like my house paid off, my car paid off, like all those will be paid off, or all those, the two things, will be paid off in 2022. Also to want to get some of my health stuff sorted out. I want to make sure that I go into 2023 in the best financial, physical, mental, spiritual state that I can be in. Just because for me, I get this feeling that 2022 is, for me, a year of work and preparation. I'm preparing for 2023. The decks I chose, my working deck with the questions is perfect. I will get a lot accomplished. And the Whispers of Love, will hopefully help me connect with, love for myself, love for others, and, life partner, or even just friends, close friends, that sort of thing. Just bringing more love into my life, because why not? I can't imagine anyone going, no, I've got enough. That's fine. Everybody can just go away. I'm like, really? Like, don't you want to be surrounded by people that love you? So, and it doesn't have to necessarily be romantic love, right? This is love of family, friends, that sort of thing. Well, that is what I do. I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have any insights, by all means, share them down below. If you do a tarot reading, let me know what decks you use. I'm always on the lookout for new decks, but I tend to pick my decks according to how I feel about the deck, like the vibe that the deck gives off. I don't know how other people get their decks, but yeah, I've been gifted a deck, and I don't like it. I don't know what it is about it. I just don't like that deck, so I am not using it. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but that's what I do. All right, so that is it. I hope that until next time, you stay happy and healthy. And what I will be doing is the first week kind of each month, I'll be sharing with you the card that I pulled for the month and the questions that have arisen or risen from that card being pulled. So if you want to do some self-work, some shadow work yourself, if you're a journaler, by all means, you can journal along with me. You don't have to share anything. Obviously, this is personal stuff, but I will just be sharing the questions with you. And if you'd like to come along with me on this journey, feel free. All right, so that is it. I hope you all stay happy and healthy until next Tuesday, and I will talk to you then. All righty, bye.